behind it, you can definitely see where the muscles are. You're just going to trim away. And you can stick your hand in there and feel that where that muscle connected. I don't want to keep flipping it over, so I'll show you guys this one. You can just run your knife along the bone when you get to that part. This is the part of that hip that we didn't cut out. See right there, this fascia wraps all your muscle in it. You're just going to have to work it piece by piece until you get it separated out, because they're all together. So this is going to be a good piece for steaks, roasts, and stuff like that. Right, Kristen?
Mm-hmm.
It's Kristen, my cameraman. And then when you get to this part, all the tendons and ligaments, they're in there. So you kind of got to just work your way through it. You're just going to run right along the bone, right there. You just slide your knife right along it. It's just like when you're breasting out a duck. You're just going to run right along that bone. And then when you get to the end, up where it's connected at the knee, just cut it, because those tendons and ligaments are really going to cause you problems otherwise. And it helps if you have a set of gloves on, because they help you grip the meat better. Mine were fully yuck, so. And those other ones I did, they were too slimy. So this is just waste, it's just fascia. Then you use your handle. Just keep working around it to separate it off. And know where your thumb is if you're cutting like that. This is so slimy. Should put it on that cutting board, huh? Just run along the bone. Keeps you from having to waste too much meat. Unless you're rich and you don't care. Kristen gave me those eyes.
You can kill plenty more deer where you don't have to nitpick everything.
That's right. I just hadn't gotten past that point yet. So after we do,
well, you hadn't had your Hello Kitty hat on.
I know. After we get about 6 or 7 more of these, then I'll be I won't care. I'll just whack. Okay, so there's your roast to make steaks or a roast. And then you just trim this up if you want to for sausage or burger. And here's your handle. Just go ahead and cut into there. Get rid of all that tendons in there. And then you can see where that muscle comes along. Comes onto that bone. And all of these knees are going to have tons of connective tissue. So, Kristen, she don't like to pick through it, because she'll just kill more deer. I'm kind of old school, so I don't like to waste, so I end up spending a lot more time on mine than a lot of people do, but nothing really goes to waste either way you do it, because we just feed it to the hogs, and they got to eat too, so nothing gets wasted. And then on this side, you just got to cut through all this fascia. This fascia is going to be really slippery. It's like afterbirth. It's really slimy. So well, it is. Your best bet is to make sure you have gloves on. Those little gloves that have the rubber on the palm. Those work really good. Of course, I dirtied mine up and I haven't washed them yet. So here's that bone. You can see this white. So you gotta go ahead and cut through that. And then around the back of the knee.
Basically, you just cut around the bone.
Yeah. There you go. This lower part, it's really hard to get all of it off. It's time consuming. So, the best bet is just to, and I know everybody's going to complain because of the way I'm using my knife, but that's just me. I got staples. So you're just going to, you can pick them up when they're really cold and separate out that meat a lot faster too. Don't try and do it when it's warm. But Kristen, how long do you think it's best to age your meat?
3 or 4 days.
Do you do yours with salt?
You do. I don't.
I do. Yeah. I don't know that there's that big of a difference. Do you?
Gets more of the wild game taste out of it with salt.
Yeah, because I'm a puppy. So pretty much that's where we'd leave it. Right like that. And there's a couple pieces in here you can pull off. But for the most part, that's just going to be it. Just because we've got a bunch more to do. And the dogs are sitting here. And the cat. And they're hungry. So that's pretty much it.